Hey everybody, and welcome to another Stukent Expert Session. Today we have the pleasure of hearing from Alex Oliveira. With more than 10 years of experience in digital marketing, Alex is a seasoned professional with a reputation for driving business growth through lead generation and search engine optimization. Alex holds important industry certifications from OMCP, Google, Facebook, and more. With a proven track record with small businesses and enterprise companies such as Home Depot, AutoNation, MetLife, Ford, and others, Alex's expertise in the digital marketing industry has led to opportunities to write for Forbes magazine, speak at more than 50 conferences, and lead 150 workshops. He believes in lifetime learning and continues his own education daily, as well as sharing his knowledge as a guest lecturer at several universities. Alex has been a valued board member of several nonprofit organizations over the years, as well as working with nearly 100 nonprofits in various roles. Alex has the privilege to serve as a board of director for the South Florida Interactive Marketing Association and SEMPO, a global digital marketing association. We're very excited to have you on with us today, Alex. Take it away.
Let's get right into it. So I'm Alex Oliveira. I'm a digital marketer, and I've been doing this for over a decade. And my company, Predict, we're a consultancy, so we help many businesses from small to Fortune 500s and around the globe to grow their lead pipeline, right? And if this was normal times, then I'd be able to give you hundreds of strategies that are proven and that work. The bad news is that there are no silver bullets. I do not come with a bag of tricks. I did go through this during the recession, and so I do have sort of a playbook for what worked then, but obviously this is a completely different animal. I can tell you from the largest search engine in the world, we all know is Google. So they get the over 65% of all searches. So it's important to know that the majority of people, if you go to trends.google.com, you're going to be able to get a lot of data for what people are looking for in any given category of B2B or B2C. So it depends on where your focus is at. Also depends on your geography. But you're going to see that the majority of people online are looking for healthcare information. They're looking for family information, homeschool, work, jobs, and they're home because they're looking to do home projects. That's the majority of search right now, which is why if you go look at pay-per-click like Google ads or Facebook ads, the cost of advertising is down dramatically. Many companies have cut their advertising, and others have actually increased it in hopes that they can gain market share during the downturn. It's really up to you. If you've never spent money on digital marketing, I'm not sure that this is the right time to, press on the gas because you go through a testing phase, right? But there are a lot of things that you can do for free. By free, I mean your time, and your time is valuable. So certainly you have to invest the time, right? So I'm going to give you 5 different things that you need to understand. And within those, I will kind of give you some do's and don'ts and things that you should test with. So the first one is really your customer journey. I'm not going to touch on it too much because Courtney did a great job with that in talking about the business canvas. The reality is a lot of businesses don't know who their customer is. They don't know the behaviors, whether it's the demographics or psychographics or even touch points within that funnel, right? That customer journey. So the one thing that you can do right away, actionable today, okay, that actually works is email marketing. So sending out an email blast. So if you haven't done that, the first thing you need to do is look at your list. Perhaps you're using a CRM, customer relationship management software. You pull those emails, those names, you capture some data about each customer so you know their personas, and you create some content, right? The content could be a video, the content could be static images, could be an infographic, or just resources in general, right? And you blast off emails. And of course, if you've never done it, you're probably going to start with a very small subscriber list. But you got to start somewhere. And over time, if you're engaging with those customers and leads, prospects, you're going to see that eventually some of those people will click through to your website or perhaps even call you. So email is very key to the customer journey. Another thing that you can and should be doing always is competitive research. So definitely find out what your competitors are doing. Are they spending more on ads, or are they completely cutting ads? All right, so that's one. Number two is the website. The website is the only media that you actually own. You own everything that happens on your website with your customer. So make sure you know that the security is in place, that your forms are working. So important. There are so many forms that don't work on websites. Make sure that your website is backing up regularly. That's important to marketing. You would hate to wake up and your website be down because you didn't pay for something, or you had your login breached. So make sure you know your logins. Reliability is very important, so make sure that gets backed up. What can you do on your website that will help your marketing? Number one thing right now that I'm seeing with all types of businesses is chat. So a lot of people overlook the use of chat, but right now a lot of people are at home. So being able to chat with a business in real time is very valuable. So I'm seeing that with a lot of clients that went from doing 3-4 chats a day to doing dozens, literally. Contact info. Oftentimes we go to a website and can't find a phone number. Please, marketing 101. You want to talk to people, plaster your phone number right on the header of your website. Make sure it's on every piece of content you have, your website. So make sure you have your contact information. Content. You may not be used to creating new content, and it may be something as simple as a blog post. It may be something as simple as a quick video. But you need to be creating content because your customers and prospects are out there consuming it. And if they're not consuming yours, they're consuming someone else's. And then one other thing that's very important to your website and to your visibility on the search engines as well as social media. Your listings. Your listings is very important. So if you don't have your Google My Business account, business.google.com, you can claim it. Facebook is another directory, even though it's social media. Make sure that all your contact information, what we refer to in the digital world as the NAP, name, address, and phone number, make sure that those 3 points of data are accurate across every directory as well as every social media platform. Update the hours. The hours are very important as well. All right, so now we had your customer journey, your website. Let's get on to clients and prospects. So when it comes to clients, I will tell you, above and beyond everything that we're talking about here, when it comes to marketing, I'm focusing on current clients. My customers, some who are Fortune 500s, they've shifted their focus to current customers. So I work with a large insurance company, and what they're doing right now with their sales rep is they're teaching them more customer service so that they can call customers and say, hey, I'd like to review your policy with you. Are you happy? Do you have any questions? Just being proactive and communicating in a time where people are sitting around, right? Certainly for clients, not a time for price increase or price haggling. Deliver value, over deliver. Because if you're not doing that and your customer gets into a crunch financially, you're the first one to go. Have a lot of empathy for your customers. Understand where they're coming from. They may have medical issues. They may have financial issues that you're not aware of, and they don't want to share it with you. And what you can really do to elevate your brand is create a better customer experience. Not customer service, customer experience. Customer experience is proactive. I'm creating an experience. Okay, and that's not just ads. That's your sales, your marketing, your customer service too. Something that you might want to do for your customers is, if you're selling products at a lower price point, is give them a payment plan. There's a company called Affirm, A-F-F-I-R-M, Affirm. And if you have an e-commerce platform, they can integrate right into your website. And when your clients go buy your products, they can actually choose a payment plan to pay it over the course of 6 months. It's a no-brainer. People end up spending more because they have the ability to pay it over time, right? And then with customers, Zoom is great. Definitely do that, right? You're going to be missing out if you're not being proactive and doing webinars and telling your customers what it is that you do. Moving on to number 4, leads. Again, prospects, we all need new leads, new sales, but I'm putting my focus, and so are a lot of clients, and the research shows, even in the downturn of 2008 recession and 2001, September 11th, the businesses that thrived were the businesses really who focused their messaging, their brand with their current customers. So this isn't necessarily the time to, be putting out too many offers to cold leads, prospects who are, I would say they're kicking tires. And certainly it's just going to take up your time, and it's going to move you away from your customers who are paying you to a potential lead that may never turn into a customer. So focus on your customer. But for the new leads that come through, the thing that they're looking for is for you to be helpful, resourceful, and most importantly, give a lot of freemiums. I call them freemiums because across the tech world, you've seen a lot of software companies just flat out give their basic models for free because they understand times are tough. So they're saying, hey, you can try out my product for 3 months at no cost. Why? Because they're trying to be helpful. So if you're, coming into contact with a brand new lead and your pitch is buy this for this much, it's probably not going to work, right? And with new leads, you have issues with shipping, with supply line. So again, focus on current clients. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about is social media. Everyone, for years they've depended on social media and influencer marketing, and that's all great. The problem is right now what I'm seeing is a lot of noise. It's a lot of noise, whether it's about politics or about the election or health. I mean, there's just so much there, and people are going there to connect with their friends, not necessarily buy a product or a service. So when they're being pitched for a product and they came to the playground to just hang out, it doesn't necessarily go well all the time unless you're selling a fun product like cosmetics. Like Sephora does a great job, right? They know when the ladies are on and how they respond. For men, you'll see Dollar Shave Club, right? They're out there, they're doing fun ads. But it's, social media is tough. The only thing I can say that does work on social media currently, if you're not spending actual dollars on ads, is groups. So create your own forum, create your own platform for your subject matter, not necessarily your brand. I'm talking about your field of work. Create a group, bring in people, competitors, bring in clients, community people, and just create a forum do a Q&A, a weekly live video. Those things work very well, but that's sort of a pull instead of a push on social media. So again, those are the things that you can do today in digital marketing. The other hundreds of strategies that I've used over the last 10 years, not really working right now. So thank you.